How can I forget to get Jamie in? Liverpool generates 703 million in revenue. That's elite company. But for some reason, we're not acting like an elite club. Loads of excuses. Jay's in the building. Becky's in the building to discuss. How are you guys before we even get started talking about this crazy team we decided to support?
I'm good. I'm good. Just watched a bit of the press conference today. Got the draw. So yeah, I'm good. Excited. Excited.
What about you, Jay?
Liverpool play tomorrow, so I'm depressed.
Listen, as a big club, Jay, I realize, right, that if we're gonna call ourselves an elite club, we hide behind a lot of narratives,
Every narrative.
That like honestly, we find so much reasons into why Liverpool shouldn't there shouldn't be an expectation for Liverpool to do well. And now we're in the Champions League in the knockout stage. Time to act like big boys now. Yes, we're on the stronger side of the draw. I hear it. The other teams are strong as well. But this is the reason why we spent all that money in the summer, right? So we can put ourselves in positions like this to go and compete and win. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you think we go through?
Yeah, I think Liverpool go quite far. I tweeted this out earlier. I actually prefer that we're on the harder side of the draw. Because I actually think the way Liverpool have played this season, I think it actually benefits us playing the harder teams. Because I was saying this just now. I think if we was on the other side, I can see Liverpool losing away to Bodo Glimt. You know what I mean? But in a weird way, I could see us going to a Chelsea or a PSG or a Real Madrid and get a point and get a draw and then take it to Anfield. So I'm actually quite comfortable with the draw. Plus, I feel like it's more excitable. It gets you going, don't it? Let's put it this way. Apart from Barcelona, all the big boys are on that side of the draw, yeah? All the big boys are on that side. Yeah, I didn't say another team. But apart from Barcelona, all the big boys, European royalty, are on that side of the draw. So I'm looking forward to it. Look, we got quality players. I hate the fact that people dismiss our players. It's the managerial shit. It's not these players, man. Right? We've got quality footballers, and yeah, I think they're going to show out in Europe, man. I've said it for a while now. Said it for about 3 or 4 months now. Liverpool will be in the Champions League final in May.
Nah, big Bex hearing that.
Bet on Jamie. Put that bet on.
If Liverpool go out, then Bex, is it failure then? Because Jay's saying we're in the final. I don't know. I don't know.
I definitely don't think we should be going up. Semi-final is the minimum for me. The reason is, as Jamie said, that the side we're on is the more European royalty. But if you look at it, Jamie, Real Madrid haven't played well. City, hot and cold. Chelsea, trash. PSG. If Monaco didn't get them red cards, it was a different game. So you know what? We have a chance. They are seen as the bigger side. But I don't think it's as big as people think. I think we do have a chance. The only team that really scares me is Bayern Munich, because I don't think we've faced them in the slot area.
No.
He might crap himself or something. PSG, he might just be, I don't know, he might just forget we're playing PSG and just watch them and just analyze them, forget the whole game. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I think we can do it. They're not as good as they were in the past couple of seasons. I have a question though. Who would you guys want to win out with City and Real Madrid? I think I would prefer to play Real Madrid.
No, I want City.
The thing with Real Madrid,
remember the season ends.
What? Yeah, but now we owe them. They can't do the quadruple over us, surely. So double over us, so surely we could. You know, the thing with Real Madrid,
I'm going.
I don't think Real Madrid are that great right now, right? But there's something about Real Madrid when they get further in a knockout European competition that you just want. No matter how bad they play, I remember when they won it. They beat every English team on the way to winning it, but every English team was far better than them in the match. But they somehow got over the line. So
and Courtois just steps up.
Courtois hates us with a passion. You know what I mean? So it's just
good point.
I'd rather play probably Man City in Europe, but I'll tell you what, I've got a sneaky feeling Chelsea beat PSG. Over 2 legs.
But they battered them when they played in that cup final, wasn't it? The World Club Champions League. They battered them.
They're so ill-disciplined, though. Like, I don't know.
And if we beat Galatasaray, which I think we will over 2 legs, I think it'd be tight, but I do think we'll get over them.
Yep.
If we got Chelsea in the quarter-final in a 2-legged affair, if they do beat PSG, see ourselves to get to at least.
Exactly. That's the way I'm thinking too. Like Chelsea, they're drawn against Leeds and stuff like that. Like, we can take them. I know we haven't been the best, of course, but like, we're the most successful English team when it comes to Europe, stuff like that. We are the Champions League. Like, when you think of the Champions League in an English club, it's us. You know what I mean? So I just think, we take them.
Nah, fair. Big up to Honesty for the Supers. He says, question, what if we play Newcastle in another final?
Ooh.
We'll beat them.
Dogs on them.
Yeah, we moved to them. Well, I don't know. We beat them twice this season. Am I right? No, is it twice?
Yeah.
Beat them twice. Yeah, so we'll beat them again.
I don't know what it is. We've been terrible this year, right? No one can get away from that, right? But again, I think Europe's a little bit different. Till you obviously play the English teams, I think Europe's maybe a little bit different to the Premier League, where the Premier League is so much about physicality and power and pace, right? That's what the Premier League's about, right? And that's why English teams are too much sometimes with these European clubs. But when it comes to Europe, they're so still based on their technical football, playing the ball on the ground and stuff like that, where if Liverpool play a team like that in Europe, because Liverpool, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys knew this, because our managers made it look like we ain't got it. We got a lot of technically good footballers.
Yeah.
Right? So when it comes to that sort of scenario, as like a tech off almost, I think Liverpool have that chance to go and, in Europe, like in the Premier League, you get crosses from the wide areas, smashing the goalkeeper and all that sort of stuff. In Europe, you don't really get that. They like to keep it on the floor. They like to do cutbacks, play around the box. And I actually think that suits Liverpool more right now, the way we're set up with the players we've got. So that's why I'm quite confident that we'll do okay.
No, because we obviously heard the guys on Kopish having their conversation around if you manage it. If we win it, does Arne Slot stay in the job? Would you keep him in the job? I know, Becky, you asked me just before we went live and I tried to hide from the question. Nah, I still wouldn't. Even if he won it, I'll give you my opinion on it. Even if he won it, I still wouldn't keep him in the job. And yes, it sounds crazy to some people going like, why would you want to keep him? He's clearly shown logically that he's won the league in the first season, won the Champions League in the second season. So he's got the ability of, finishing or crossing that finishing line. But there's just things in what he's been doing doesn't sit right with me. And will he change those things? I don't think he will, because I think he would have by now. The way the mismanagement of players, the tactical things that he keeps getting wrong, the way he speaks about other teams and give them the ammunition to then use against us. Just things I'm watching week in, week out going, I don't want to see this next year. Like, thank you very much for winning us the Champions League, but I don't want to see this type of football at Liverpool. I've been so used to us being a front-footed team, being aggressive from the off, and just showing teams what we're about. To like now we're this pragmatic team that just sits in and we're waiting for the right chance. And when it doesn't come, and even if it does come, we're so ruthless in the way we speak about players now. So if they miss that one, we're gonna cook them. But that's how football is. We were so used to volume on the clock. Now we're hoping that we get the one or two in the right moments and expecting them not to miss. And I just don't like it, if I'm being honest. So even if he does win it, I wouldn't keep it. So I think I'll pass the question over to you guys and see where you're at.
For just quickly, imagine his ego if he won that. I would like. I can't even imagine it, to be completely honest. So yeah, I want him gone anyway, purely off that. You can't forget everything that's happened, like the loss streak we went on, how teams were like. Do you remember how Sunderland were fuming they didn't win at Anfield?
Yeah,
and like that comes to my mind, like stuff like that, like the way he's been speaking, bringing Jurgen down a little bit, saying how like trying to make up for what's happening now, comparing it to a more worse time when the context is completely different. Klopp didn't get 450 mil to spend in the summer and stuff like that. Yeah, I want him gone. It'll be a good achievement. I appreciate it. It shows he's a good European coach. Maybe he should go, and that clubs should look at that. Maybe a Spanish side or a, I don't know about Germany, but like an Italian side too. Yeah, I think that would be good for him because if he won, then he could just F off and go over there.
What about you, Jay? Where's your head at with him?
So, Endz, I read a quote yesterday when he did his Viaplay interview where he said, "We've improved over the last 3 or 4 months," which I don't know what he's watching.
First,
but then he said, the 3 or 4 months before that, I don't think there was much wrong anyway. Right? That quote alone tells me leave. Because even if you win everything, that tells me what we're playing right now is your style of playing, your preference, how we play football. Because if you didn't see much wrong 3 or 4 months before and you think it's improved a little bit now, what you're telling me, this is the football you want to play and this is how you need to play. This is your philosophy and you're not changing it for anybody. I think it's a very European-based philosophy, and I think that is why we do well in Europe. And I think he would do well in the continent for me as a coach because of that philosophy. But does that work in England? No. He makes too many excuses up as well, you know, the set piece stuff and saying I bought the wrong fullback for set pieces and all that. So he just put Kirkens and Frimpong under the bus, you know. But I was told it was Mo Salah who was the issue.
Sorry.
Crazy.
No, because I haven't watched that yet. Big up to Connor because Connor told me about it yesterday. He said, don't watch it for my insanity. So I'm going to listen. But you mentioned 2 things. So he said in the last 4 months, he thinks that we've been good. But in the previous 4 months, he thought we weren't bad. And then you're going to say he didn't. And then you've added that he said, I bought the wrong fullbacks because of what?
Because they asked him a question, apparently. They asked him a question that went around like, did you see the league changing like it is now with the set piece stuff? And he said, like, pretty much saying, like, yeah, not really, but if we did, we probably profiled the wrong fullbacks because Kirkens and Frimpong are small, right? But the problem is, yeah, this is the problem. Since we sacked our set piece coach, we're actually better at set pieces now. You know, we firstly, we hardly give set pieces away as much as we did. We defend them better, and I believe we're starting to, attack set pieces better than we did before. Also, aren't we one of the best set piece takers in the Champions League this season as well?
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's got to do about having little fullbacks, but it's just bringing their names up. You know, if you're Frimpong and Kirkens listening to that, you're like, why bring our names up there? It's not a, it might be. Some people have backed him on this and said he's saying a factual comment, yeah. But why bring their names up? Why not go? You know what? We went about it wrong at the beginning of the season,
yeah.
And in recent weeks, we've changed that situation. Everyone will know he's talking about the coach. We've changed that situation, and now we're benefiting from it because we have improved from that situation. That's how I would say it as a coach, as a manager, if I got you to ask this question, because then you're protecting your players, but you're telling the world who would understand that, oh, yeah, you let it go. He's talking about the set-piece coach that you let go. But do you know what it is with Arna? He always looks like he always sounds like, I don't know if he does it on purpose or it's just ego or whatever it is, but he always sounds like he's got blaming everyone else for his issues.
Yep.
That's ego.
It's the opposition's fault that they sit 10 in the box.
Even the winning
don't buy people like Salah, Isaac, and Wirtz then if you don't want if you think people are going to be a bit scared, yeah, go and buy some bums and people will come at us, yeah, right? Like you can't blame the opposition for playing a particular way because they're actually quite worried about the talent you've got in your team. Yeah, like it's just. So that's my main problem, Endz. Is it going to change next season? No, probably not.
Becky, you might as well answer this. But like, he mentions the fault. When this season have any of us sat here and had a conversation? Go, yeah, these guys need to be taller in the box, man. Especially Frimpong and Kirkens. They need to defend better in the box when the ball goes in. Not once.
He's playing them completely wrong.
Yeah, but why did he throw them on? So why is he throwing the names out there?
He mentioned Marmardashvili too, didn't he, Jamie? Said something about like getting him. Like, why are you mentioning him when you're not the one who's giving him minutes? Like, he's just it's a blame game. It's a blame game. It's flight. He's in flight mode. He's just fight or flight. He's fighting everyone. He blamed the wind at a point to back Van Dijk up. At that point, he should have shown that he's his own man and maybe said, "Nah, Virgil, that was on you." Do you know what I mean? He's constantly blaming players, helping them get away from blame, and not actually answering the question. Do we want to know why did it take him 30 minutes to swap Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones? Why? Why is Kirkes in our opposition's box closer to the goal than Gakpo and Ekitike sometimes? That's what I want to know. I don't really want to know the exact height of our fullbacks, to be honest.
While on corners, as McAllister always marking the biggest opposition player.
For years, Jamie. For years.
Yeah, so they're quotes I sent you there, Endz. Come out from Viaplay. I'm yet to find the actual video because I think Viaplay have probably done the interview, sent quotes out to social media, then bring out the interview.
They'll bring it out the full.
Yeah.
So obviously these quotes are out of context. We don't know what he said after, before it, or anything like that. But the quotes themselves are a little bit crazy.
No, the 4 months one is crazy to me anyway. Like he didn't think there was much wrong, and then he thinks that we're better now.
That's wild. That's delusion.
And then throwing the fullbacks under the bus is mental.
Endz, what
and Kirkes has been arguably our best player in the past couple.
Well, there's then an article on Anfield. This is Anfield, you know, the website.
He's horrible. I hate him.
There's an article on there where he talks about why he persists with Kirkes and stuff like that, which is pretty decent read. But yeah, because he contradicts himself. He contradicts himself a lot. You know, he brought Kirkes in, and he played him like we all know. I'm not a professional football coach or anything like that, or a scout, but I watched the Premier League and I saw what Kirkes' strengths were last season. I know if I'm buying him, I'm not going to invert him and build up play with him from left back.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
He says we've improved a lot compared to 3 to 4 months ago. I thought I'd have to say, I don't even think it was that bad 3 to 4 months ago. Like, no matter what the question was and how you probably took him out of context, that don't need context. That just says he thinks
it's mental.
We're better now, and he, in his own opinion, he doesn't believe we were that bad.
I think he's actually worse at media than Ten Hag. This guy thinks we are. It's just crazy. I don't like him.
But yeah, and you remember when I said a month or so ago that I believe himself and people like Richard Hughes that just think we've been unlucky this season.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think it's obviously coming out now that's what they do. They think we've just been unlucky this season, and next season everything's going to be flourishing.
Flourishing is meant, but look, before I crash down this guy, man,
like a daffodil coming out, the first flower. You know, that's what it's going to be next season.
He's like, don't worry, I'm going to give you everything you need. But now, looking at, we got Galatasaray, right, and then after that, we could face either PSG or Chelsea. And then after that, we could see either Madrid in there, Man City in there, Atalanta or Bayern. Is there anyone that you're like, nah, I don't want to face this team? Get knocked out by the other team.
Bayern, for me.
Bayern. I'm very interested in an Atalanta-Bayern match, you know. I don't think that's a foregone conclusion.
I do. I think Bayern walk them.
Yeah, I watched Bayern play Arsenal. Absolutely smoked.
But that was without Diaz and a few others, weren't it, Jay? Though.
Yeah.
I don't want to play Diaz. I don't want to play against Diaz.
Back.
I think Bayern. I think Bayern are probably the most dangerous team out of them because we play Man City a lot, so we know what to expect. We play Madrid quite a bit as well, so we know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Slot dreams about PSG, so he knows what to expect. Bayern Munich, we don't, as massive as our clubs are in Europe, Bayern and Liverpool, huge European clubs, they barely play each other.
The last time was that Van Dijk header? Was it?
Yeah, they barely play each other in Europe, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. So we ain't got a lot of history of us in Bayern Munich. So I think they're the ones I would actually be the most concerned about because I think we know what we're getting from everyone else.
I don't want PSG though. What about you, Becky? I don't want them.
Yeah, I don't. I'd rather play Chelsea out of PSG. it was Madrid, but I hear what Jamie's saying about like they turn different in the knockouts. So I'd go PSG, City, and then I want to avoid Bayern at all costs.
Was
They
it because
scare
of
me.
their
Elise,
fast wingers and Harry
they've got
Kane?
the Elise, Diaz coming back to Anfield, Harry Kane, just I don't
Who
really.
would Diaz be facing? He'll be facing either Bradley or Frimpong, maybe even Soboslai. Who knows on the day?
Yeah, Curtis Jones, who knows, man?
I don't know. He would have a field day. He'd love it.
Hey,
being back.
at least they can see what an Anfield European night is before he arrives the season after. I hear it. Yeah.
True.
And you said about go on, Bex, go on.
Are we see for each round? Are we always at Anfield second? Is it each round?
I think that's what it is. We're going to be at Anfield second game.
We're seeded, ain't we? Because we're seeded.
That's good. That's what we needed, definitely. Even though it's not much of a fortress this year, but
yeah, no, I get excited when we're at home, right? And then you're just like, but we did get smoked a few times this season at home as well.
Do you reckon Newcastle get anything for Barcelona?
Probably.
I think I'd say James's, but I think at the new camp at Barca, I'll have too much.
Yeah, it's just the way Barcelona play. I don't think they're going to change, are they? So
no, they have got a few injuries, but hopefully they should have everyone back.
Newcastle battered Carabao.
I heard that slip in there, Endz.
What do you think about Spurs, guys? Nothing.
Nah, they're getting smoked by
dead food.
They're getting smoked by what's it called? Atletico.
If Arsenal got Bodo Glimt, that would be that could be a hiccup.
Yeah, because I think Bodo Glimt's season's finished, ain't it? They're just playing Champions League.
Yeah, finish in December.
So they can put all their eggs in one basket and really go for it.
Do you think that? But you guys already thinking that Leverkusen is just going to get smoked?
I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
Right. I think in the first leg it's going to be close.
They are a lot more professional this season. Do you not think they can get the job done a lot more?
Yeah.
Especially in the
I don't think Arsenal will go and wipe the floor with Leverkusen. I actually think that first game might be a very tight game, but then in the second leg, I think Arsenal take care of them. But I think the first leg it'll be a bit more closer than everyone thinks. I think Bodo beat Sporting.
Oh yeah.
Because who wants to go to the Arctic Circle? Who wants to go to the Arctic Circle in March, man?
No.
On that plastic pitch, that's going to be hard to play him.
Boy, that's where injuries occur. You know when you just
I wouldn't want to play there.
Do you know what could be a hiccup looking at it, right? If Barca beat Newcastle and Atletico beat Tottenham, Atletico could do Barca. Like, you never know. Like, I've seen.
No, they already have. To be fair, they beat them 4-0 in the Copa del Rey.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So you never know. I think I've got it stuck in my head for some reason. It's going to go one way, but there's a couple that could go maybe more like.
See, I've got this dream. Yeah.
What's this dream?
I just got a feeling Bayern Munich Liverpool semi-final, Barcelona Arsenal semi-final, Liverpool Arsenal final.
Is it going to be too much for them? Arsenal?
But the problem is I do not want to watch Liverpool Arsenal final, man. That's
that's one of the most boring games you're going to watch.
Also, if we lost that, we'd never at the end of it.
We can't give them their first Champions League.
We lost.
Yeah, if they get their first Champions League because of us, no, I'm good.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
No, it's interesting though. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be honest. I love European football. I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait for a Galatasaray game. I'm going to watch most of these games if you can. And as long as UEFA don't do the stupid thing and put them all on the same day.
Selfishly, I want us to get PSG purely because I'll go to the game.
No, because I don't want to hear this gaffer speak like I can't see his face smile like, oh, we got PSG again. Oh, they play great. The glazing that he's going to give these guys is unreal. I can't deal with that. Honestly, because I already know we're gonna just go into it with a defeative mindset because our manager's just glazing how good they play, and I'm like, so what about us then, Gaffer? You don't want to talk about us now? But let's talk about.
And they had us on the ropes last year.
Let's go to this one first before we go there.
That's a bad picture.
Yeah, I know. Revenue-wise, 703 million. So this was what last season's revenue, right?
Super revenue.
super revenue. My question is, guys, why if we're taking in this type of revenue with the big boys of this world, the Real Madrids, the this, the that, whoever else you want to throw in there, why have we kind of just accepted this? What words do I only want to use?
Why don't we act like them?
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to. I don't want to say some stuff, but I'm just trying to be as professional as possible. But why are we acting as like we're a small club? And that's the way I feel like half of the fan base has behaved this season. Like we're taking in this type of revenue, which means we are along with the big boys. So we have to now act and have the expectations and go after the big trophies like the big boys. But for some reason, we're like, oh no, it's all good that we're taking in this revenue, but we shouldn't have any expectation. Don't worry. We have some injuries, guys, so don't worry about that. Things have gone against us this season, so let's all feel sorry for ourselves. But the teams that are doing this and taking in this type of money ain't doing that.
It's cutthroat at their clubs.
Do you know?
We don't even know what cutthroat means at Liverpool.
Endz, you see it, I see it quite on a daily basis, and we all see it, to be fair, that there's too many Liverpool fans who like to be the underdogs. We have too many. They're all right. You've seen it already this season with the Arnold Slot argument.
Mm-hmm.
They are very happy to win a title every now and then. Every now and then, as long as we're trying, as long as we're giving it our best, having great days out and stuff like that on the way, winning things every now and then is perfectly fine. We're not entitled to win everything every year. That's what I get told. Well, when you're buying, the problem is, people, do you want to be the biggest club in the world, or do you just want to be an underdog club? You got to make your mind up now. You seriously got to make your mind up. We bring in revenue only, I believe, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich can.
The only ones I can bring in.
You're talking about the four. I know Man United made the revenue this year, yeah, but if you put Man United in with it, that's probably the 5 biggest clubs in world football. Like, do you want to be on that pedestal? Or do you just want to be on a pedestal where people ignore you, you go under the radar, and you're happy winning things every now and then? If you are, then that's your agenda, not mine. For me, I support the biggest club in this country.
They only want to be on it when it suits them, Jamie. Have you
exactly? They get on the bandwagon, and for me, I believe Liverpool should be the Real Madrid of England. If that makes sense, the trophies, the history.
Trophy-wise, we are,
the size of the football club, the fan base, everything about us. If you're that and you want to be that and you want to boast about that and you keep boasting about that, you can't then go, oh, we're not entitled to win everything every season, though. You can't have it both ways here. You literally can't. You're either the biggest club in the world and you should be entitled to win things every year. And if the manager's not doing the job, then he has to go, no matter what you win. It's as simple as that. Real Madrid don't fuck around, man. Real Madrid they have their managers, yeah, the Capellos and all that, won most great trophies, yeah. If it weren't going well and they didn't see a future next season, they got rid. They moved on.
Even
the Real Madrid fans sit there, like, Endz, you watch more Spanish football than I do. The Real Madrid fans sit there and go, oh, we sacked another manager.
Nah, they're like, nah, get this guy out. They're like, nah, get him out.
Even Barca got rid of Xavi after he won the league, didn't they?
Exactly. And do you know why? Because they regard themselves as the biggest club in the world. It should win everything. And if it's not going well, move on to the next. I think Liverpool have got this fundamental issue of wanting to be underdogs too much. And till we get rid of that tag.
I was going to ask how we do, but like, how would we do that? Like, how would we get rid of it?
And do you know what it is? I was looking at the revenue. I'll bring it up in a second to show you what we were making to what we're making now. But I was thinking about it, right? If you're bringing in that type of revenue, that will go into it will reflect into your status as a football club. But then the status, if you're going to have in those high revenues, are going to demand standards, in my opinion. But us, for some reason, we're like, yeah, make all this money, but look, standards have to stay low, though. standards. I'm like, that don't make sense
like
to me.
that's
Now
what I mean.
ruled
We're
big
the
boys.
most we make the most money from media and stuff when it suits them, stuff like that. But then, as Jamie said, when they want to be the underdog, they'll roll on their belly and be the underdog. It's just got me.
It doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. Hold on, I think it's this one.
Am I right in saying we made the most out of any English club last season? Yeah.
Yeah, we no one's ever made this much revenue.
Never,
in English football
any
history.
season. Right.
So look at the breakdown. So media revenue increased by 60 million to 265. Match day revenue increased because we are now packing out the stadium every week now, like without fail. So even when we're playing dead football, people are still turning up, and that's one of the things where I'm like, they're not gonna sack this guy if the stadium is still gonna be full. They'll be like, well, maybe just people online making noise then, maybe because people are still turning up to the games and going to watch it. So there's hardly any empty seats. Commercial revenue increased by 15 million. So that's 300. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just reading that. That's
that's
such a splendid.
How much money we get from and just breaking down the rest of it. Administrative costs increased by 57 million. Staff costs increased by 42 million. Overall revenue increased by 89 million. Profit after tax was 8 million.
Yeah, that's the problem there. Our profit for how much money we make is very small, which shows the way we are run as a football club. You need Champions League every year.
So if he doesn't get it, then Jay, that's what I'm going to get to.
He's got to go, man. He's got to go. But that media revenue increase of 60 million is mad.
That could hinder the wages we give the likes of Elise and stuff too in the summer if we don't get it. So.
Yeah, it's amazing revenue. Look, what people like about FSG and what don't like about FSG, the one thing I will say about them, as businessmen, they're as good as you can get. You know, having revenue like this is ridiculous. The sponsorships they get, building up Anfield, AXA, no matter what, it's worked behind the scenes. Now, it looks like they're starting to put that financial muscle onto the pitch as well. They're giving out massive contracts. Salah and Virgil are in their mid-30s, on 350, 400 grand a week each. We buy Verts of the world. Isaac's of this world breaking British records in one summer.
Isaac's wages.
Yeah, and we'll probably go do that again next summer. We'll probably go have a massive summer next summer because we need to. So, but if you want that team, I can't be sitting here next season and I see a lineup of what we possibly could put on the pitch and go, we don't deserve to win the league every year. I just can't. Do you know what I mean?
Even with this lineup now, you
win something.
You win.
People thought it was Raps. Like everyone thought it was Raps especially when we got Isaac. Like, I can't believe how wrong it went. Like how wrong it went. Like,
look at this then, Vex. Right? Last season we lost Trent, Nunes, Diaz, and Jota, and we lost Jota. Obviously, he passed and stuff. But the other three left through transfers. Diaz, people said no. Nunes was like, yeah, dead. Get him out of here. And then Trent was the one you kind of debate like, yo, we should have done better there. But he wanted to leave. Cool, whatever. But we've improved the squad. So how are we incorrect for demanding the standards of us winning trophies? You'd say you got in a better striker than Nunes, 100%.
Definitely.
You didn't fix the winger. You didn't fix the winger area in terms of Diaz, but you got in a creative 10, one of the best in the world, right? You still kept Mo, over the amazing season he had last season. So you go, okay, cool there. You got in two new fullbacks. One was the Premier League's best left back. The other one was doing well wing back.
Even Leone.
And then we go into the season and you go, well, yeah, we should expect us to go and win the league. You should expect us to go and challenge in the Champions League. If the club's going to bring in that much revenue, that much increase, and they're going to be like, yeah, well, we can pay our players more. So then why are we lowering the expectation? And then because we've lowered the expectation and standards, that's why the manager's been able to get by in those difficult periods. Because any top club with a top club mentality would be like, nah, listen, bro, appreciate you, but go.
One of the reasons I think is some fans lower is because they don't want to get bantered, and when you agree with people, they sometimes don't banter you. So, like for example, Jamie, I'm more than certain you definitely thought we were winning the league, and I'm pretty sure you would have thought we were winning the league too. I definitely did too, and like I'm say 85% Liverpool fans did, right? So when that went wrong, you can either stand on that, say we should win it, blah blah blah, he should be gone, get all this banter, haha, look what you spent, how can it go so wrong, blah blah blah, we've only spent this, all this, or you can agree with them and be like, listen, our standards haven't been the injuries, the Jota, God rest him, stuff like that. You can agree with them, bring up that, and then gonna banter you as much. I think people just don't like to get bantered as much, so they tend to do that.
Yeah. Oh, well, what? Like I hear that, but at the same time, like, why are we being soft? Like, who cares if they're gonna banter you? Just it is what it is. Stand on what you say, mean what you
stand
say.
up and went, look, ain't my fault. My manager's a prick.
Yeah. Not my fault.
It's not as Jamie said. This squad is nowhere near as bad as what we've been this season. It's so clear that it's predominantly on the manager. Well, why are you flaking and blaming the like? Do you know what I mean? Like, and just agreeing with the rivals.
The manager thinks differently. I've got another quote as well.
I'm reading it, Jay.
You're reading it, yeah.
Yeah. So
crazy.
From the 450 million we spent, I've only been able to use 250 million. Alexander Isak has never been fit so far this season. Giovanni Leone's ruled out for the entire season. Frimpong's only had impact in 5 to 6 games. We've bought in 2 goalkeepers for 35 million. Mamadashvili, who's barely plays. Bro, that's your job. You don't play him.
Exactly. Oh my God.
We haven't even used 250 million of the 450 million we spent, while our rivals have spent 200, 300, 400 million in adding players to their squad instead of replacing.
There's some factual points in what he's saying.
He's given the people who have low standards excuses. He keeps giving them nothing but excuses. Oh my God.
Look, is there some facts in his statement there? Yeah, there is, right? But is he paying down the quality players we had there before the players that you mentioned that we bought that won the league last year? So what's happened to Virgil Konate, Alisson, Salah, Cody? You know, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Jones.
Gakpo, Jamie, like what?
What? Like, they were all there when you won the league last year. How comes they're not performing this year? What's happened with them? And all the players that we let go, apart from really Trent and Diaz, he didn't want to play anyone else. You know, he didn't really want to give Darwin time. Harvey Elliott never got any minutes.
Quanta, he didn't like Quanta.
Quanta barely got any minutes. Tyler Morton barely got any minutes, or none.
He didn't even like using Jota as well, man. He didn't even like. There was games and I'm like, why? Like he would go. We would have 2 strikers on the bench, and I'm like, Gaffer, but why you got 2? There's 2 strikers. You rather play a winger up front
or Jaden Downs or something like.
So again, again, this is what I keep saying. It's a lot of excuses. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, Isak's not been available, and that is a shit. Right, that is a bummer. Yeah?
That's the only one I agree with. I think, but
that's a bummer. But we got lucky because we also bought a natural talent in Ekatike, who's been, he's out of form right now because he looks a bit goosed. If you ask me, he looks a bit tired now. But he's been there, luckily. But Cody Gakpo's your guy. You play. We got Rio there, who's ready to rock and roll, but you don't want to play him. So Cody keeps playing. Salah had the season of his life last year. Numbers-wise, maybe not always performances, but numbers-wise, at the season of his life, yeah, like nothing we've seen in the Premier League for a long time. We gave him this brand new contract, and then you sort of changed the way he plays this season by making him a touchline winger. So it's like, because Salah's come out and said it himself. Last year I was allowed to basically goal hang, and the manager let me do it. Now I've got to come back on the fullbacks.
I'll do my thing if you let me, yeah.
Yeah, and now he's got to go back with the fullback and all this sort of stuff. So you change, again, it just sounds like excuse after excuse to me. And what he should just sit down and go, he should basically go, look, this season's not gone right. we've had some upset, we've had some unfortunate circumstances, we've had the death of a player in our team, we've had these things that have happened. But to put that to the side, myself, my coaching team, and everyone else at this football club have underperformed this year. If he said that, I'd have a little bit more respect for him.
We wouldn't get bantered as much. Like,
I'd have a little bit more respect for him. But then he goes, no, the last 3 or 4 months weren't too bad. You know, I don't know what was going on.
No, because if this comes, like I said, if it comes out, obviously it's clearly out because you sent me the quotes. But if and when this interview that everyone else is able to watch the rivals, because they're not going to look at the quotes. They probably see it. Maybe someone might mention it. No one's going to care. But as soon as this lands, the interview that they can go and watch it, they're going to cook. They're going to cook us even more than what before. So now he's going to be like, oh, so because we spent money and add to our squad, you spent more than us and add to your squad.
They're going to start saying it. No, you're right. They're going to start saying it.
That's what when Jamie broke it down and said, well, we still have Virgil, Salah, we still have Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. You still have all the players, the Alisson,
Robertson,
the Canates, Robertson, everyone that won the league last year, bar 4 players. So was they the 4 key players then? They're the guys that we're missing, the reason why the squad's no longer the squad. But then you've improved it by buying top talents.
German Player of the Year.
I honestly don't get this guy, man. But I don't get us, Jay. Like, so we're gonna bring in all this revenue, and then we're just gonna be sitting around twiddling our thumbs with no expectation and go, nah, it's all right. Don't worry about the season, guys. We as long as we win one now and then. So
that's what I was just gonna say.
Looking at that, do you think I saw this yesterday? Do you think these guys are actually realistic that we can get these 2 players in the club next season?
I think Yan Diamonde is very realistic. I think the club really. What I'm hearing is that the club really like him. Again, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if someone's got, some knowledge from the football club and heard this, but that's the main strong rumour yet that Liverpool really want Yan Diamonde. Marco Elise, look, Marco Elise, again, I would say Endz, Liverpool are that level aside that Marco Elise would say yes to. It's just about Liverpool putting the financials in front of him. If Liverpool put the financials in front of him, Bayern Munich will find it hard to turn it down.
Jamie, I'm not being in the Europa League. Sorry to interrupt. I'm not being in the Europa League. That he's not going to come if we're in the Europa League.
No. I mean, I think he would still come if he's in the Europa League for 1 year. Because you just go to him, look, 120 million, 300 grand a week, and he'll probably do it. But look, Man United, everyone forgets Man United bought Zlatan and Paul Pogba when they were in the Europa League. And they're a big club. So it is possible. Let's face it, football's all about the financial now. It's all about the cash. It's all about the money. And if you are a big club with a promising future and you look around, like he would look at it and go, oh, you got great players at that football club, man. And, if I'm getting paid right as well, I'd sign. There's no doubt about it. So I think it's more than possible, Endz. I just don't know if Liverpool go put up the financials for Elise that will get accepted from Bayern Munich. But Yan Diamonde, I do think might happen.
Do you not think the football as well with an Elise has to be right? Because I don't think you can bring him in and go, we're going to play this dry football. I don't look at him as a player that goes, I'm happy to come. You're right. In terms of the players, there's some good players there, but I can't look at him and go, I'm happy to come here because, the football is fantastic and you're a brilliant manager. No, you're right. If it's the money, he'll take it. But if I was him as a player, I'd be like, I'm not coming here to play this dead football. Like, if you were asking,
and be thrown under the bus by Slot constantly.
Yeah, like, I think we got the wrong winger because
he can't defend corners.
Yeah, he can't defend corners. We should have got a 6'4" winger because
we got Cody Gakpo 6'4". He can't defend or attack.
The Diamonde one, though, I agree. I think that's a potential because it's not going to be a lot of money, will it?
No, we should have signed on the wing ends. We all know. Some people don't believe in him still, but
go on.
Semenyo, man.
Jamie, I'm with you on that.
That 2-footed quality. That 2-footed, very talented Premier League winger that can play left and right comfortably.
Nah, you know what? I keep forgetting, Jay, and then every time you bring him up, Cal's name comes into my head. I swear, every time it comes out, I just remember Cal going, I don't know. How is he against low blocks, man? I don't think he's going to be. And I remember you showing him a video of him breaking down low blocks. and cooking defenders.
He's speedy, like he's very technical too.
I can't believe that deal is so easy for Liverpool to do. You know, Richard Hughes bought him in the first place for bloody Bournemouth. I mean, I believe he mentioned Richard Hughes and saying he's got a good friendship with him after he came from Bristol to Bournemouth. So again, here's the other thing. Unless Liverpool are looking at someone like him and thinking, you know what, we like him, but we've got, I don't know, we think Yandy Amonde is actually a better footballer than him. So we're waiting for him until the summer. I don't mind that if you go and get the guy and they actually believe that, you know, but you need more than that. You need more than that. Like, I love Mo Salah. Mo Salah's my guy, but I said it yesterday on my Big Up show that if it was up to me, I'd sell Gakpo and Salah in the summer. Because I think we just need extremely quick, direct, technical wingers now that can go in and on the outside.
And play it to feet to Ekatike and play it in behind stuff, like, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Exactly. Stretches the pitch, and then you get the best out of Wirtz and a striker. Because if you're playing Wirtz, if you get a quality number 10 like Wirtz is, and you get a quality striker like Ekatike or Isak, they still need space to do their thing. So to create space, you have proper wingers that go on the outside, that take on their fullback, that stretch the opposition, that make the pitch wide, and you benefit from it better. So.
Yeah, at least he's my dream, and he'd be perfect.
I hope we can get him, but I don't see it happening.
Nah?
I don't. I honestly don't. I don't see why he'd want to come to and play for Liverpool. I agree in terms of the finances, you put it in front of him, but then I go, does he want to come and play this boring football though?
I'm surprised like a Man City isn't around. Like, do you know what I mean? Stuff like
they probably will. They only need to know that he's available, and then they'll dive in. Big up to Honesty says the interview was by Viaplay, which is in Dutch, my G. So, okay. So maybe someone's going to give them the dub version then, and they're going to cook us the rivals. Yeah, because they're going to hear it in English. Big up to Benjamin as well. It says we ain't signing Elise if it's Wa and Slot. I don't think we'll sign him either, bro.
Yeah, you got to play. Look, Elise under Klopp would have been different. You know what I mean? But you got to play, like, if you're getting players like Elise, even with Yandy Amonde, right? If we get him, you still got to play to his. You still got to move the ball quickly to benefit his play. There's no point going, right, let's play this side-to-side passing, 8 passes. Right, now pass it to Diamonde, he's got 3 players on him.
And then he's going to pass it back to the fullback.
Yeah, because he's got to make space.
Then we're going to go back to Virgil and be like, bro, we had an opening 3 seconds ago, but you guys decided to go backwards. Big up to Honesty again. He says the interview he did was with Belgian football channel called Play Sports, who is, if I'm not mistaken, are owned by Viaplay. I don't know, but big up, bro. Appreciate it, man. But I listen, if it's hopefully it's going to be in English. If it's not,
he did more interviews the last month than got wins.
This guy's always doing interviews. I'm surprised the Sky Sports one ain't out. He normally has one at least every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I've never seen a more camera-happy manager in my life.
Jamie, in that round table, he looks very sick. Like, he looks like he's stressed. Like, I swear.
Yeah, and then, to be fair, I couldn't do an interview with my owners sitting right next to me and my bosses. That would be...
Yeah, be
stressed. I'm telling you, Arne Slot's a content creator. I bet if he wanted to do YouTube, he could blast it, man. He loves being in front of the camera.
I would subscribe, Jay, because I just want to know, is this guy like maybe he's gonna get better over time, but is he just crazy, or do I need to give him some time?
I don't know. How much time to give a person these days?
Yeah, but that would be like the equivalent of that would be like the equivalent of getting like 10k subs in like a week, because the way he won the league in his first year, and then you just start acting all like you know everything the way he's acting.
Yeah, then people just start unsubscribing.
Yeah, as soon as you see the guys
like Jamie one video was good and everyone thought it was a good channel, and then just...
Do you know the guys that act like a big channel, like the clubs that act like a big club, they would have gone, oh, thank you for winning the Prem or winning the league, and then but see you later. That's what
he's helped his own career too. It's not like it's not like we're just discarding him. Like, you're a league winner, go. Do you know what I mean? Like, take that with you.
And it's not like, and you know when we say like, look, because I've seen a lot of people say loyalty, right? And I'm just like, bro, he's only been here a year though. Like, why are we so loyal to a guy that's been? I can understand Jurgen's loyalty. He's a guy that was like Chanel for. He's been here for like 10 years. This guy's been here literally a whole year, and half the time he's been diabolical as a manager.
Endz, what is this loyalty thing that we talk about now? Because he's not my dad. You know what I mean? I'm not. You know, he's a manager I'm never going to meet in my life yet. Who's very wealthy. He's on 8 million a year or something like that. Probably lives a life of luxury.
He treats us like we're stupid too, Jamie.
I don't need to be loyal to him. In fact, he should be loyal to us.
Yes.
Should be the other way around. Do you know what I mean?
The fact that the fans have given over the power and not realizing who was the girl the other day. I'm sure you guys saw the clip of the girl going around viral talking about fans and it's all commercial now.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact, and I wish I could play it because I've actually got it. But yeah, she was just saying like, I think the fans are forgetting like, if without them, without us,
was it the overlap? I think it was.
It was the overlap. Like without us, there's no football. Without us, these guys are not getting paid the wages they get.
Exactly.
Without us, like, but they're just treating everyone
and
like
they used fake cheers in COVID. That shows you everything. They used fake cheers. Like, remember the fans on the little screens? Yeah. That was so bad, by the way. That's so cringe. I thought.
It just, you know, mad that looking back at that, showing you what the sports is without fans. But then when fans are voicing their opinions, they're like, "Nah, shut up." And then fans are gonna fight against other fans. We're like, "But nah, but
they try gaslight us and stuff. Like Slot's very prone to try gaslight us.
No, he does. Like today, gaslight some people because Jay, you said you've seen some people saying, "Oh yeah, it could be the fullbacks," you know. It could be.
Just,
what? No, it's not. Because no point.
If he said the sky was green, there'd be a couple reds saying the sky is green.
At no point this season, right, Vex, that anyone said, "Yeah, this Kirkes guy, man, in the box, from set pieces." No, we said he was playing in a bad position and he wasn't good in it. He was not playing well. But we didn't go eyes because of set pieces. We weren't thinking about him. We're just looking at, as a team, we thought, nah, you guys need to fix up set piece wise, because it weren't like they crossed it in and they won a header. It was ricochet in the box, and we go, "Oh no, you clear it. Now you clear it." And then they'll be like, "Oh, you don't want it? I'll put it in the net then."
Boom.
We got some breaking news on Liverpool youngster. Liverpool winger Trent Coney-Doherty, 19, has joined Norwegian side Molde in a £750,000 deal, subject to international clearance. A buyback clause as well as a sell-on clause has been negotiated into the deal. So another talented youngster under Slot's reign has gone bye-bye.
Fun fact, guys. This is a crazy fun fact. I went to school with him.
Did you?
Yeah. I went to school with Trent.
Yeah, because he's only a couple of years younger than you, isn't he?
He's only one. He was a year below me, yeah.
Ah.
He was always a boy.
And we've sold him for how much? Nearly $1 million.
150,000.
I thought he would have got an opportunity as well.
So yeah, we're this is another thing with Slot, yeah. I don't trust Slot with our youth team at all because I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares.
I'm trying to think, does that mean anything for Rio guys or nah? Not like does that mean that Rio's maybe going to be our definite backup and not going to be on loan? I'm trying to think.
He shouldn't be our backup. He should be our first.
No, I know, but he's not.
I can't watch Cody again. I can't watch Cody against West Ham. I just can't.
No, we're gonna have to, man. Let's talk about that then, Jay. We've got West Ham. What is it? 3:00 kickoff on
3
tomorrow,
man. Oh, I can't wait.
What's the expectation going into this game? Because for me,
boredom.
We should, boredom. Well, we should win this game. Am I right in saying that we should beat these guys?
I think we will. Yeah.
I think we'll get it done. I want Hugo to have a good game. He's in need of a good game. He needs to get firing again.
I think we'll win quite a few of our next Premier League games, if I'm truthful, because I think they're quite favourable. But yeah,
West Ham gave Man United a good game, though, Jamie.
Yeah.
They nearly got the 3 points.
Saying that, I think we'd actually be better away from home right now than at home.
Yeah, no, I think
I'm a little bit worried, because going to that Nottingham Forest game, I didn't think it would go like it is. Like, we're so inconsistent. It's kind of a bit unrealistic to have full faith, in my opinion, and I don't. I think we'll get it done, but I'm not sure.
It is my issue, right? Everyone knows right now, Ekitike is he looks a bit shattered. He looks a bit tired. He looks like he's running out of ideas a little bit. Salah's just not in form, and Cody Gakpo's not in form. And they're dead wingers right now. As wingers, Salah's a legend, no matter what everyone wants to say. He's a legend of our football club, always remembered like that. But right now, him and Gakpo are dead food. They just are. They're probably the two worst wingers in the league right now, if we're brutally honest, right? On form.
Now I'm still taking Salah over Chiesa. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rio comes on and has that great 15 minutes. He plays off the right, looks phenomenal. Even Carragher after the game was like, you know what? Yeah, he might have to start. He might have to start starting games now because the other two ain't doing anything. This is the perfect game, Endz. It's a 3:00 game in the afternoon. It's at Anfield. You get that protection from the home crowd a little bit. He'd be buzzing because his performance in the last game. Now the managers gave him faith. Do you know what that gives to a player? When you have that good 15-minute cameo as a youngster and you've had that performance and people are talking about you online, he's probably hearing it a lot. And then the manager goes, you know what? I'm going to give you that go. You got your chance at Anfield. 3:00 afternoon. West Ham.
Make this game yours.
Go for it. Relax. Go into it. Enjoy it. He'd be buzzing off that. But if we start this game and he sees Cody, Salah, and Ekitike, he's going to be sitting there going, I know I'm 17 and all that, right? But seriously, what have I got to do that's better? And he's watching Cody get the ball, cut in, shoot. Cody shoots all the time off the ball, but as Cody hit the target once, he hits a player every single time.
Every time the player gets hit.
Doesn't even go to the goalkeeper, it hits a player. And he must be thinking there going, you know what, that fullback, I could run Wan-Bissaka ragged. Give me a go. I'll go inside, I'll go outside, I'll do step overs, I'll drag backs.
The speed, Jamie, is so fast.
Give him a go. I don't understand why he wouldn't play. I think this is the perfect game to start Rio in, and I don't care for what winger. I actually got a feeling he might be better off the right because he's got less work to do. On the left,
who do they normally play? Who they normally play? Because I know Wan-Bissaka, even though Wan-Bissaka ain't that great attacking, but he's a very good defender.
Yeah, but would you say Rio would give him more nightmares than Cody?
Yeah, 100%. Cody would make it too easy for him.
Yeah. I mean, we all know how Cody's going to play right now, don't we? We know how Rio's going to play?
Yeah,
no, you won't.
Rio's so unpredictable too. He gives that form of unpredictability, and Gakpo, it's cut in, shoot, hit the billboards, hit the player, or do a pass which is either too weak or just goes right to the opposition's feet.
You know what kills me though, Bex? Every time he cuts in, he crosses it to Mo, and I'm like, Mo is not renowned for headering the ball. Like he cuts in and then he hits Mo back post, and I'm just like,
it's like he's. I don't know if you guys agree, but sometimes when you're watching Cody, it's like you can I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. It's like you can genuinely see his brain working and trying to decipher between the keep going and cut in or just keep passing it. You can see his brain working. It's that bad.
Honestly, imagine you're watching this guy cut in, and Cody
he must be the best trainer player ever. He must be one of them players who are unreal at training and absolutely destroying Virgil, and just he keeps giving him that faith because I can't. Jamie's completely right. Rio's got the home fans on his back. His best performance this season with what he's been given. Daniel Sturridge also came out and said he needs more minutes. He's had big players coming out. Jamie Carragher, this is his game. If he doesn't get given this game, if I was Rio, I would be fuming. I'd be fuming.
But he won't, because he came out and said,
"No, have faith, have faith." Did he say no already?
He said, "Slot's my guy, man." He said, "Nah, I played enough."
Big up Rio, the politician. Big up, man.
Yeah, I played enough this season. You know what I mean?
There is one thing I can say. There's one thing I will say, Becky. There's no chance in hell Cody's doing Van Dijk in training. Anything.
No, I know.
Nah, but did you see Chiesa's goal though in training?
Yeah. Chiesa is very
Van
clutch,
Dijk's been playing well, guys, the past couple. And Konate, I think he's going a bit under the radar, with everything that happened to his dad.
They've been
he's using it in the best way he can, using it as just a step forward and just trying to make something of the season. So I really appreciate Kanate, and I've noticed like Virgil keeping an eye on him and stuff. So
Virgil, another thing about Virgil, I think, has gone under the radar as well. It's the way he manages a back line, yeah. And I think he's now, he's always talking to Kirkes a lot as well next to him.
You see him saying Milos, don't you? Like, you literally see him.
Yeah, and I think Milos is now benefiting from Virgil being next to him.
Actually, liking him.
Yeah, I love Kirkes, man. I like
he's a proper Liverpool player, isn't he?
Yeah,
I like Kirkes. He's a good left back.
Who's you guys line up for this game then? Who'd you start?
You can go first, Jamie, if you would like.
So obviously Ali. I say obviously. Some people might think he's not been good, but
his distribution.
He's still Ali, ain't he? He's still Ali at the end of the day. Yeah. Joe Gomez at right back. I'm sick of my midfielders playing right back, man. They're not right backs. They're called midfielders for a reason, man. Mm-hmm. Stop putting my best player this season in a position.
The most physical, Jamie. The most physical too.
Yeah, so I put Gomez at right back because he's an actual defender. I know this is a shock to people, but he's an actual defender. Virgil, Kanate, Kirkes, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones would be my midfield three because Wirtz is still injured. Then I would do Rio, Salah, and Ekitike.
Fairs. Ekitike up top, Salah, Rio, Subbo in the 10, Jones, and Gravenberch as your double pivot. Frimpong is back from what I've seen in training, but will he start though? That's the question.
I think he said he won't start till next week. I think he said.
Okay, so now I'll put Jones right back, left back. I'll go. I want to say Kirkes, but I think Robbo might suit this game. But I'm gonna go Kirkes. Obviously, Kanate and Virgil, and then Ali in goal. Those are the ones. What about you, Bex? What's your lineup?
What was your midfield three in? Sorry.
It would be Subbo in the 10, Curtis and Gravers in the double pivot.
Same. Yeah, same.
Mine's pretty much the same. I'd go... if Frimpong's ready, I would throw Frimpong back in, to be honest. I know it might be a bit controversial because of his fitness and stuff and his injuries, but I just want to see him. I like how he plays. I like the speed. He just brings something different in terms of just cutting down, getting them little chips in, the 1-2s, and then just following the ball. So I go Frimpong or Gomez, not too fussed. I go Kanate, Virgil, Kirkes. In the pivot, I go for Gravenberch and Szoboszlai working together. And then I go for Wirtz up front, Ekitike up front, Salah on the right, and for me, Rio.
There is a part of me, right? There is a little part of me that goes, you know what? If Frimpong is ready to rock and roll and he's ready to go and he's fine, I'd still play Gomez at right back and I'd play Frimpong right wing, Rio left wing, and Ekitike out front. Give me pace on both. I don't remember what pace on both sides of the pitch looks like, right?
I don't either, bro. I don't either.
So, like, West Ham won't know what to do because Frimpong goes out and in, Rio goes out and in. They're both extremely direct and quick. It's gone under the radar.
Jamie.
Frimpong's actually got a good shot on him, can get goals. So can Rio. Rio can get a goal here or two as well.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a good
why not? Like, literally, why not?
The type of game you try it out for, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a slot is the why not, Jay.
I'm sort of scared that if them two come in and perform, he has to keep them in.
I think that's his problem this season. He's gone. I know if I put these guys in, they're going to perform.
Especially with Rio, I think you're right. With the Gakpo, do you know what I mean? Like not benching Gakpo.
Because that's the argument after that. What about the scoreline then, guys?
You play my way, it's a good scoreline. But...
I think 2-0.
I think we're keeping another clean sheet.
Clinical. Yeah. Virgil and Kanate have been solid ends. I'm very happy with them at the minute.
Fairs.
Anytime Becky can speak about Virgil, man.
What about you,
Jamie? I have a real life size cutout of when he was at the Ballon d'Or in his tux. Love it.
Oh, there you go.
A real life cutout. Yes.
I swear he's so tall. I know how tall he is. Like, so if people want to try argue with me, I literally know how tall he is. What
about you, Jay?
I got a feeling we'll keep a clean sheet.
You think 4 in a row?
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's because we've improved. Like the manager thinks. I think it's because we're playing shit sides. I'm being perfectly honest, man.
Gets us into a rhythm, though.
Yeah, I do think what Becky says is true. I think Virgil and Kanate have been excellent the last few weeks. You know, skinhead Kanate, keep it. You know, skinhead Kanate, keep it, man, keep it. You know what he went through with his father. I never want to know what that feels like. We're all going to know what it feels like one day, and you know that to do what he's done after that, my hat's off to him. Look, everyone knows Kanate's never been my favourite player. I don't hide that. I don't hide that fact, but I have to respect and admire that man for what he's going through and the performances he's put in. So he's got my. That's why I'd give him a new deal, man, just for that alone. To be perfectly honest.
He's handled himself so correct. Like he could have went and got red cards. You know what I mean? Lost his head.
Even like last season, though, Jay, when he's when he was out injured, and he said, "Nah, look, I had to come back for the team." He said,
respect that.
He was short, and he rushed himself back to get. So at least we had centre backs to play last season. So
he did the same. Like the season when Joey. Remember when Joey got injured and he came back like a little bit early.
No, I respect him. I respect him like that as a person. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah. He's brave.
Yeah, I think we keep a clean sheet. I think there'd be enough. Look, we've all gone for the same midfield three. We've all dropped McAllister. Yeah, I just don't think McAllister's going to get dropped to none of Slot's eyes. So
no, we know he's playing tomorrow.
I think McAllister's our issue because I think McAllister and Gravenberch performance-wise, there's not a lot in it. Some people say McAllister's been a little bit better than Grav. The thing Grav gives me is just more athleticism in the midfield and getting around the pitch a little bit more. You know, I've noticed it in recent weeks now. Teams put the ball purposely in behind McAllister now because they know he can't get back into that space. You know, even to that half space he can't get back into. He just can't move. You know, and this is not me. You know, everyone, when people talk about, there's this thing in the fan base at the moment when people critique McAllister, people go mental at you because they think you're dismissing him as a footballer. I actually think he's a very fine footballer, very good footballer, yeah? Technically very good. It's his athleticism and his actual movement that is the thing that concerns me.
Yeah.
I think McAllister always looks good when the game is in front of him because no one's running in behind. So because he's a technical player,
and he can run onto the ball, if that makes sense. Like,
but when a team presses and they want to move the ball quickly, he's your weakest midfielder. He just is, and
he doesn't even try to get back sometimes, in my opinion, too.
I don't think he can.
That's what. So he knows he can't, so he doesn't try. Like he looks like he's running.
You know, when you get to a pit in your age when your brain tells your body to do something, but your body just can't do it.
Like,
I think that's where Macca is right now. I think that's where Macca is right now. So,
do you think a rest would do him well, Jamie? Like a proper, like I mean, like a 4, 5, 6 week
Becky, a rest ain't gonna give him speed.
No, I think
he's going to give him no leg movement. That's not going to help him.
The thing is, though, he's going to play the World Cup of Argentina, and Argentina will probably go far again in that World Cup. So what's McAllister going to be like next season?
He's 27 now. People think he's a little bit younger. He's actually 27. He's getting on a little bit.
Yeah, he's going into his 28th year.
Yeah.
So, and he's going to play a World Cup.
When's
and
his
we know what he's
contract
like.
run out? Do you know when his contract's run out?
I don't know. He's 3 years in now? So probably 2 years.
He's got next year will be his last year.
Yeah, I'd get him gone in the summer if it was me personally. Give me Tonali.
If McAllister's this slow now, can you imagine me at 30?
He's going to need robotic legs. He's going to get some robotic legs.
I love the guy, but give me a bit more athleticism, and that's why I'm picking Grav over him at the moment. And I'm not rating Grav as high as, you know.
I'd even have Jones over him for that, Jamie, too.
I love Curtis. I actually think we played our best football when our midfield was Grav, Szoboszlai, Curtis, and Wirtz off the left.
Yep.
I think that's when we played our best football because Curtis drifts to the left. He links up naturally with Wirtz. Kirkes also links up with them. And
they all
and we played nice football, but the manager saw that and went, no. I've got to have Alexis in there. We can't look pretty. We can't.
He does have his favourites, doesn't he? Like Klopp got branded with that, but Slot in like a less amount of time. Slot definitely has his favourites.
The problem is Klopp's favourites were world-class footballers.
Yeah. No, I know.
Chat. I want you guys to throw in your score predictions in there as well, because I want to see for as many as you guys can. Big up to everyone that's watching. Well, a couple of quick questions, then we'll wrap up the show, guys. Semi-finals, is that realistic? Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah. We're big club guys. We can't talk all that and then say no.
Yeah, I think we get past. I think we get past Galatasaray, and I just got this feeling Chelsea beat PSG. I don't know. I just got this feeling. So, yeah, then we will semi-final, and then semi-finals onwards. Look, 2 legs in the semi-final with that Anfield crowd in Europe. I know Anfield's been dead, but in Europe it comes. It'd be special.
Yeah,
that's the hope, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be special. So it could drag you into a final, just that alone. So I think Liverpool go far. I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking. Now the league's just saying I have to watch now to watch Liverpool. I'm everything in the Champions League right now.
I'm 100% with you, Jamie. I literally agree. Like, I was just thinking there. So if we get Madrid, it's a Trent comeback. If we get Bayern, it's a Diaz comeback. Stuff like that. But minimum semi-final. We need to dismantle Galatasaray. Did you see that tweet they made about it? It was like, you'll never walk alone, but you'll walk away with new points or something like that. They tweeted. So I want to get them back for that. And
yes, revenge time. That's what Osimhen said. He said he doesn't want to play Liverpool.
A little bit. I'm not going to lie. PSG do scare me. Doué is a good player. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. Against, who would he be against? Would it be Frimpong? That's a bit.
We get who we get. One player that's the most under pressure right now.
How many do you want?
We need to think of the one player. Chat one.
Mo Salah. Mo Salah.
Think he's the one that's under the most pressure.
Yeah, because he's like Cody Gakpo is under pressure as well, but Cody Gakpo is not Mohamed Salah in terms of football name, is he? And Mo Salah's been here and done it. As I say, for me, I believe he's a legend of our football club. When and all that. Was he our 3rd all-time top goal scorer? He's been a legend of our team. Arguably the most well-known footballer in the world, one of the most, famous as well. So, and his performances are on the radar. No one's really talking about performances, about players in our team more than Mo Salah's performances. Because of the high standards he has, he's given himself in the last 8 years. So I think every time he goes on the pitch at the moment, I think he carries the most pressure because he knows he's going to get written about. He knows people are going to talk about him. People are going to do videos about him. People talk about Cody Gakpo as a joke over a cup of coffee. It's just not as serious. But I think Mo's. I think Mo's under the most scrutiny, which might give him the most pressure, if that makes sense.
Fairs. I want the chat to get involved in this one as well. What's one excuse fans must drop?
The underdog bullshit. Just drop it, man. We're Liverpool Football Club. We have a trophy cabinet bigger than anything in England.
Yeah, so true.
Don't use that underdog bullshit anymore. Stop it. Just stop it. If things are not going wrong, it's because of certain reasons. Look into them reasons. Stop putting your blind faith into people that you don't know. What? Arsenal had a good first year and won the league title. Yeah? Okay. He also lost a League Cup final against Newcastle, won their first ever trophy in 72 years. Also, sort of fucked up against PSG. And we went out of Champions League. We lost to fucking Plymouth in the FA Cup. They've all been forgotten about because we won the league title. But if you go back and think about that, that's pretty shit.
Lost in the final as one, didn't even turn up against Newcastle.
That's pretty like. But people hold on. What are we holding on to right now? Like, what faith does everyone have? Just drop it, man. Just drop it. If you want to be the biggest club in the world, start acting like it as a fan base. Stop all this bullshit. Stop all this pretense.
That's where I want to be, Jay. I want to be the best. And the only way we're going to be the best is if we're going to act like the best. We got the revenue to show it. We clearly shown that we can pull in, maximum revenue into the football club, which we clearly show that we can pull top talents in. But we need top coaches to get the best out of all these players, because I don't want to just win the Premier League once every 3-4 years. I want to win it every year. Is that realistic? Probably not, because there's going to be other teams that can compete. But I want to be up there. I don't want to be this far off with the players that we've got, with the type of money we've just spent. This far off. And then that should be acceptable. Nah, don't miss me out with that.
I don't look. I like you. I don't expect to win it every year, but I expect us to challenge every year because of the club. Look, we finished second behind Man City twice in the Klopp-Pep era, 92 and 97 points. I can't get angry at that, because that is unexceptional circumstances that you've never seen in English football. You know, getting 97 and 92 points and not winning a league title is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I'm not getting unhappy about that. But at the same time, we still picked up trophies on the way. You know, we title challenged, but still picked up trophies. And that's what big clubs do. If they can't win, like, they will challenge for a title. They might not win it that year, but you know what? They go and pick up a Champions League. They go and pick up a domestic double or something like that, because that's what they do. So, and that's what Liverpool should do. And I don't think people will say, no, you can't be thinking like that. You know, it's not realistic. And I'm like, why is it not? Like, there's a reason we're not Bournemouth or Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Because that's unrealistic for them.
Yeah.
But it's not unrealistic for us. And if you want us to have these players, and you want, you know, what was the thing we complained about a couple of years ago? Oh, we don't give good players the wages they deserve.
Yeah.
Now we are, and we're moaning about it now. Like, no,
we're scared. It feels like we're just scared to be a big club. It feels like we can, because when you're not the guy, you can hide behind whatever in it. You can hide behind the fact that, oh, well, you know, we have to train the players to get the best. We can't get the best. We can't pay the best. We have a structure. We have this. This is the way we run our club. But now we've bigged our chest, puffed our chest out, gone in the gym and said, look, we can get anyone we want to get now. We can pay whatever we need to pay. So when you do that, there's obviously certain things that's going to come with that, right? And that means you're going to have to now compete. There's no hiding behind it. There's no excuse making now. You got to show up and be accounted for. Yes, is there reasons behind why you can't challenge? Yeah, if there's like your whole team gets decimated by injuries, but this season we haven't been decimated by injuries. Players are just underperformed.
Yeah, we haven't had that many injuries. It's quite a myth that we've had a lot of injuries, you know.
And even when we have, we've kind of navigated through it anyway. But for some reason, the gaffer wants to make excuses and now throw the fullbacks under the bus. But I hear it. It is what it is. Fullbacks, sorry, man. You guys better start performing, or the club.
I can't believe he named them.
Yeah, we shouldn't have bought these guys, man. And then last one, Jay, before we go, man, is the squad elite level?
It's not at elite level yet because there's too many holes, but it's an extremely very good squad.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't want to ask the chat. They're going to crash out on these, man. So I'm not going to ask you guys.
I look at squads, yeah, and squad building. It depends how you want to go about your. You know, when you're building a squad with the manager you got, you build the squad to their image, yeah, or whatever you're trying to do. I don't know. In almost 2 years of Arne Slot, I don't know what his image is. I don't know his style of play, and that's what we're still asking, which is a massive issue. Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool. That one Tottenham game, I knew what he wanted to do. Right, and we rolled with it, and we got on the bandwagon. Yeah, still don't know what we're doing, but we have bought quality players. Look, Kirkhead was the best left back in the league last year. Let's not pretend things here. And now we're actually seeing him play like the left back that we bought. Yeah, you're seeing the benefits of that. He's the thing about Kirkhead is very underrated one-on-one defender as well.
Yeah,
very good at it. Right, you're getting the best out of him now. I actually think Frimpong, when he's played this season, has actually been good. Again, I think he's another talented player. Verts is starting to get there. Unfortunately, his back injury is coming in the wrong time. Quality, high-level footballer.
Yeah.
Isaac, apart from Haaland, probably the best striker in the league. You know, Ekitike, up and coming. Look at the quality. You know, Mo Salah last season, I know he's dipped off this year, but I don't think a lot of people saw this kind of dip-off coming. But high level, you know. Szoboszlai, one of the best midfielders in Europe right now. You got McAllister, whatever we say about him, on the ball, he's still a quality level footballer. You know, you've got good players there, got high quality there. It shouldn't be where they are in the league, even if the squad's small and all that. There's too much quality in this squad to be where they are right now. It's you got Virgil and Canate. Come on, you got Alisson Becker in goal. Is Alisson Becker a goalkeeper that should play for a team that's 6th in the Premier League?
Nah.
Do you know, this is what I'm saying. So we've underperformed, and it's the players are getting the brunt of it because the manager always mentions the players, and it's a style of play, my people. It's a style of play,
Is what it is. But Jay, big up, man. Appreciate you jumping in.
Yeah, man.
Jay's channel, I'm sure you'll shout them out anyway, but Jay's channel's in the description. Becky's one is in there as well, man. But Jay, if they don't know, where can they reach you?
Yeah, so Liverpool Chats TV, my main channel. My second channel is a Cop and Console, which is going to be a gaming channel and watch-alongs other rivals and European sides as well. So go and subscribe to that as well.
Nah, big up, man. And then, guys, yeah, man, listen, the fun doesn't stop here, man. I've got a quiz at 8:30, so you guys already know it's Friday. The group is back for another quiz night. So you guys already know we play on Kahoot. So if you want to come and take part without cheating, because I feel like some of you guys are starting to cheat now. I need you guys to be honest.
Well, they got their mobile when they're answering.
Yeah, and then they're just, I don't know what they're trying to do, man. But listen, I know it's all about winning. I know life is taught you got to win. But you got to have some dignity in there as well. Just, you know what I mean? You got to be like, one.
A smither of dignity.
Yeah, just go, do you know what? For every 5 questions, I might cheat with 1. Like, at least do that. Not every question. That's kind of crazy, man. Hey, Cav, relax. It says, Jay, you play FIFA. We need a striker. No, you don't need a striker because I'm the striker.
Oh, is that you? You're the striker?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting thrown under the bus, bro.
They're throwing you under the bus, are they?
I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go and screenshot my goals and assists for this club, and I'm gonna post it on socials, and then say if does anyone think this is good enough, and does anyone need a striker of this caliber? Because clearly, I don't know why I'm getting thrown under the bus.
You're all playing PlayStation, don't you?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Most of us do. It's cross-gender.
It's cross-play, isn't it? It's cross-play, isn't it? Yeah.
Listen, I would like to offer you a trial, but it's not up to me. It's up to the management team.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm not a part of the management team.
Oh, you've been thrown out now?
Yeah, I'm captain. I can make like captain calls and stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You organise the night out, but everything else.
Yeah, everything else I'm not a part of. I can't change the kits. I can't, you know what I mean? There's just
got you.
I'm outside of that one. But I told Matt, I was trying to say to Matt that he needs to make a pro clubs team because obviously, you know what I mean? Matt makes one. I know you play it. I know Ram plays it. Who else do I know that plays it? I think Drifty wants to kind of get back into it as well. So there's enough players there to make a pro clubs team, man, and do a little friendlies and that.
Definitely. Should be fun.
All right, man. Listen, guys, I'm going to redirect you over to Coppish now. I think they're doing their call-in. I can see Rod's is probably saying some stuff. So head over there. Head over there, guys. And then I'll hopefully see you guys back at 8:30 for the quiz night, man. But big up to everyone. I'll see you guys soon, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.